is Oyas Jackson, and I am co-founder of Roxy Was Here Art. Today I will be giving you a visual of my exhibit titled The Unseen, which the title is a work in progress. Let me start off by saying that I am a firm believer in using the tools that you have on hand, and in my personal little toolbox here, I happen to have a game called The Sims 4, which is what we're viewing right now. Essentially, The Sims 4 is a simulation game, so it's kind of supposed to be like real life. With that being said, you're able to build out real life buildings and houses and things like that. So I decided to use that for my mock-up of the event. Now, I know it looks like it's outside and everything like that, and I'm aware that the building that we're going to be using will be on the second floor. So let's just imagine it's on the second floor. I have two buildings, as you can see presently. And the reason for that is I have this building here, which will be the group exhibition. And I have this building here to show you the solo exhibition. That way you can pretty much see the layout of both and how they both will look and function. So with that being said, let's get started. So I scaled the buildings according to the measurements you provided online. So along the west wall over here, which is the longest wall, the picture showed that it was 44 feet in length. So for this wall, there are 44 little squares. Each square represents a foot. So 44 along this wall, 37 along the south wall, 36 along the east wall, 12 along the front door, and 30 along the north wall. Okay? And I did that for both of them. Inside, you will also see I have the three columns, the two going down the middle, and then the one that kind of bulges out a little bit into the wall. And then the tables. As you can see, the tables measure out 6 squares, which would be 6 feet. That's what they represent. So that is how I scale the space. So let's get started with the walkthrough. Okay, so this will be the front door where people will enter, the double doors here. This will be hallway. Now, I'm not sure if I'm able to use the hallway or not. If I am able to use the hallway, then I will have 2 vendors out here in the hallway. And that's just to add, to revenue and to allow for vendors to have a chance to also shop. Lend their vending services to our events. Now, there will be vendors at the opening of the event and when they're open on the weekend also. Okay, so we'll start from this area where you walk in through the front door. Along the north wall, you will have the sign in, and this is for the group exhibition. So you will have the sign in here, and this is where people will come in, sign in, get a brochure, pick up anything like their raffle ticket, explain where things are. If they need help, someone will be stationed here at this table. The next table here will be where merchandise will be sold. So someone will be here, stationed here. Merchandise will be sold here. Also, this is where you would turn in the raffle ticket, which is something we'll get to a little later in the walkthrough. And this here is where the DJ would be set up. Now, I will be honest and say I'm not sure if there's going to actually be a DJ. I do have music picked out, so I would like to know if there's any type of sound system or anything like that, because I know in the pictures I'm not sure what they are in the corner in the pictures, if they're speakers or if it's just another form of light. So that is a question that I have. But I will also provide links to YouTube videos and things like that to show you the type of music that's going to be played, because I'm not sure if you will be able to access my playlist I'm creating on Apple. but I will definitely provide links so you can listen to the music. It will be all female artists, music playing, instrumental, so females that play the violin, piano, um, cello. So examples of the music that will be playing is like Chloe Flower, Enzima, maybe things like that. Okay. Along this wall, we will have the bar area. So this is where we'll pass out drinks, water, soda, wine, where drinks will be passed out. I do not plan on having food if we're still doing COVID. So I wouldn't want food to be passed or anything like that. So if COVID is over or we're not in COVID restrictions by the time it's time for the exhibit, then light bites will be passed. But as of right now, there would not be food. An alternative I'm thinking of is having one of the vendors be a food vendor. That way, people can buy food just from that particular vendor, that particular table. Okay. Then this three tables going along the east wall. This will be all vendor tables here. So this will be vendors. They will be female vendors. And now let's get to how the artwork will be displayed. So what I am providing will be 8 feet by 6 feet. So 8 feet up, 6 feet over for each artist. Each artist will have the exact identical amount of space, whether they have a panel or they have wall space. For the panels in the middle, what I am proposing to do is pretty much they're going to be made out of wood. It's the aesthetic that I'm going for. And then paint it to a similar shade of the wall that's provided in that room, in the gallery. That way everything pretty much matches. But the walls, the panels themselves will be 8 by 6 feet also. That way everyone has the exact amount of space. And now I do know that I have paintings on all of the panels and the wall and everything like that. But the plan is for the show to be diverse with diverse mediums. So here's an example of me showing you display, say for a sculptor. So I will accommodate the area depending on what it is, what medium they're displaying, what the artist is displaying. But everyone gets 8 by 6 with space in the middle, and everyone will get signage of their name, or if they do happen to own an art studio, if they have a copyrighted name or something like that, or a business, that would be the name that will be displayed. If not, it will be their name. And also on the panels, signage on the panels. Now the panels will be used both sides, one side per artist. So one artist will be on this side, 8 by 6, different artist on this side of the 8 by 6. With the setup being this way, I'm able to have 8 artists in the middle, 4 artists going along this wall, 3 artists going along this wall, for a total of 15 artists to be shown. Okay. And that's pretty much what that looks like. It should be enough room for everyone to walk through. Now, back to the raffle. So the interactive activity that will happen at this event will be a QR code activity. And what will happen is QR codes will be placed at random places inside the event, like in the middle, in between artists, and at various tables for people to be able to scan. When they scan the QR code with their smartphone, a page will appear with the name of an artist, past or either a established artist of color, and it will give them pretty much a few facts about them and show pictures of their artwork. And the purpose of this is for the audience to be able to learn about past women of color in art, or established women of color in art also, as they also meet and interact with emerging artists. Okay. As far as the raffle ticket goes, they will come back over to this table. They would they are required to write at least one name from the QR code, one artist that they learned about on the back of the ticket, and then turn this ticket in. At the end of the night, we will announce a raffle winner. Okay? So that is the group exhibition. And then we move over to the solo. Now, I did have pretty much the same setup with the panels, and that's just being cost effective. It would cost more to have to rearrange and do other things to give it a whole completely different look. And then for the time frame we in and the amount of money, I just thought that would be very cost effective and time effective. Okay. So with the solo exhibition, still walking through the double doors. I'm sorry, let's go back out here. Again, I would use the hallway if allowed for vendors. Okay, so you walk through this front door and the sign up is here on this wall. So this is where people will come in, sign like the guest book, pick up the brochure, anything like that. And someone would be stationed here to help guests. This table over here would be used to sell merchandise. And then along this wall, you also have the bar area. Again, food will not be served here. We're still in the midst of COVID. And then DJ area. The music being played at the solo event is still to be determined. It has not been decided upon. So there will be signage here for the name of the show. Roxy was here. Okay. The artwork will be displayed along this wall, the long wall, and throughout the panels for guests to be able to walk through and view. Now, for the interactive activity. So for the interactive activity, it will be a canvas 48 by 60. There will be plastic all around here and all over the floor to make sure no mess actually gets on the wall or the floor. So everything will be protected. There will be table here that will provide supplies, paint, markers, paint brushes, things like that of that nature. And guests will be able to either write their tag, write a mantra, just provide any creative brushstroke if they like, whatever they would like to contribute to the art, to the artwork. This art piece will be titled "Everyone Was Here," so it's keeping on theme with the exhibition, and it will stay on display until for the week that the exhibition is on display. Okay, over here we will have a floor wall, and that's just for people to take pictures with. I more than likely will create the floor wall myself, and again, that's just being cost effective. Okay, and then these two tables right here, they will be vendors. So the solo exhibition will have either 2 to 4 vendors, depending on if I'm able to use the outside hallway. And the group will have 3 to 5 vendors. Again, depending on if I'm able to use the outside hallway to add vendors to the event. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. And again, thank you.